We're not doing brain break right now. We're going to do it later. Yeah, we're going to do it later. Before writing. We're doing this right now. So, Jonathan, you're coming up here. I made what?
That.
Yep. Table 5. Try not to bump into the white thing. Ellie! Table 3. Not yet, Asher. Table 2. Huh? This is reading. And table 4. That's okay. As long as hands are in your pocket, everyone's facing forward.
I can't sit.
Y'all can scoot back if you need to. Just don't sit on the stage.
Yeah.
Scoot over a little bit, Palmer. There you go. See, we're all one big happy family. We're good.
We're not a family.
Yes, we are.
We're
We're classmates. We're family.
We're a big
All right.
family.
Voices are off. Eyes are on me. Perfect. Girl, I wish. All right. What have we been looking at this week? Text features and identifying them or looking for them in our books and how they're organized and how they look, how they're structured. What have we looked at so far?
Maps.
What are these?
Pictures. Maps.
Maps. What do maps tell us?
Of where we're going. Where we're going.
I'm gonna use my popsicle sticks. I got my popsicle sticks. I know. I just don't feel like going to get in the bucket. So, Ariana, what do maps tell us?
Maps tell us like where the other countries are, and it tells us where we go, and where the other places are.
Right, and when we see them in nonfiction books, they're more than likely there to show us where something is. Like, say we're looking at the state of Texas, and they say, we're in Austin, Texas. What if Piper doesn't know where Austin, Texas is? Well, that's cool, because the author has a little handy-dandy map of the state of Texas, and there's going to be a big old circle or a big old star where Austin is. And she goes, oh, I know where that is. I can see where that is now because the author just showed me.
Where is Austin?
Austin? That's a good question. I wish I knew.
How
I don't know what. No,
What is that?
I don't know. It's pressing buttons.
is beautiful.
All right. Now, okay. So we've been looking at maps and we've been seeing them in our books. We saw them in. We saw a map in one of the books we did. I'll have to look back for it. But we are seeing a lot of captions, right?
Yes.
We identified a lot of them when reading about the seeds that turn into pine trees or plants. Well, both. Actually, we did both those books. So what do captions tell us, Jonathan? What do captions do for us?
They tell us information about the book.
They tell us information about the book or the pictures?
Pictures.
The pictures. Like, for instance, we put this cute little picture of Miss Bloom and her dog. What does it say in the caption? Piper?
This is Miss Bloom's dog named Paisley. She is
Mini Labradoodle.
Labradoodle.
Now, if this caption wasn't there, would you know anything about this picture?
No.
No. Well, what if it only said that this is Miss Bloom's dog? Would that give a lot of information?
No.
Right.
We wouldn't know what kind of dog it is and what breed.
Right. We wouldn't really know much about this picture.
We already know
If an
the
author
dog.
was writing a book, or the book of seeds that we wrote about, if the author didn't include those captions, would we know what's going on in the pictures they provided?
No.
We would have said, that's a plant. Well, what's happening to the plant? We would have had no idea. Now, we're going to look at another text feature today. I'm sure you all have an idea of it. Who knows what this is?
No, it looks like an open number line.
It does look like an open number line.
Looks like a bunch of.
It's a type of line. A what?
Wait, is that? I know what that is.
Yeah. So this type of text feature shows the order of events. Does anybody have an idea of what kind of picture, what kind of text feature does that? We've been looking at headings. We looked at bold print. We looked at captions, maps, glossaries. This is a new one. I didn't have y'all look for it yesterday in our scavenger hunt, but Jose, do you know what type of text feature this is? You might have seen it in first grade. I'm not 100% sure.
I've never seen it.
You never seen it? Okay, that's fine. No, it's new. It might be new to some of us, but I want to see if somebody knows it. Jesse. Jesse?
It's I forget.
That's okay.
Time. Oh, Jesse.
Say the word.
It's the time.
It's called a timeline, a timeline.
I forgot what it was called.
Oh my
wait.
goodness.
You said close house. Now you do that.
This is a timeline.
I forgot about that. The order I forgot the name, but I knew what it was.
That's okay.
At least you said the word. I know.
That's okay. Cool. We're just breaking everything today. It's fine.
Thank you.
That's fine. All right. A timeline shows the order of events, and they usually show the order of events in which they happen. Is this? It should be recording, is it not? It is, but the camera was on this. No. How about now?
I was trying to get your attention.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's better.
It's
All right,
better?
I need you to scoot over just a little bit so we don't knock it.
Okay. Well, at least you could hear the.
Why don't you get up and get on the F?
Stop.
At least you could hear
Thank
the
you.
sound, so it's fine. But it's good now?
Yes, it's on you.
Okay, sweet. Alright, so a timeline shows the order of events in which something happens. So today, we're going to look at my life. We're going to make a timeline of my life in school.
Yay! Rojas, I just read that when you were writing timeline.
What?
A timeline shows the order of events.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you did. I'm going to pull this up a little bit.
A timeline shows the order of events.
The objective is going to be hidden for a little bit, but that's okay. So we are going to do a timeline of my life in school.
Wait, whenever you were little?
So like when I was little up until now, and my journey through school.
Well, you
Wait,
I think this is.
I'm going to tell you.
But we don't know what you eat.
I'm going to tell you the dates. So we got to start with first things first. This is about me. So I got to tell y'all when I was born.
No.
But I'm just going to tell you the year.
Can you tell us? Oh, I know. I was born in 2013. I was born in 2018.
I was born in 1997.
Oh!
I know, I'm old. It's terrible.
My mom was born.
But on my timeline, I'm going to start with the date, and then I'm going to put the event that happened, which was me being born.
Well,
So I'm
when's
gonna
your
put-
birthday month?
Miss Barajas.
Your birthday month is June. What? Miss Ross, when's your birthday month?
July.
Oh, July.
So Miss Barajas was born. This was a good little day in history. I was born. Now, we're going to call these little stems.
What's this?
Or like, you know, like little dum-dums, how they have,
Yeah.
they're just little, and they have long, okay, these are dum-dums. Little lollipops, cool. My first lollipop is done.
Hey.
I was born. This starts history.
Don't.
Next. So I'm writing about me and my time in school up until this day. Up until today. So I started school
When you were
in 2001.
20. I thought it was 20.
2001? It was 2001. I was 4.
Oh my god.
You
No,
were 4.
no.
I thought it was 2020.
No, it was 2001. I was in pre-K.
Aw. I thought it was 2000.
I wish you had a picture so you could show us how you look.
I will definitely bring pictures. I have lots of them.
Bring them.
I have lots of pictures I can bring.
Bring them tomorrow.
Alright, so 2001.
You said pictures.
I did. That's a new language. Okay. No, I started school in 2001. So I'm gonna write started
School.
school.
What? How did you know? Start school in 2021.
Now, this means I did 2 years of pre-K. I did Head Start, and then I did pre-kindergarten, and then kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Blah, blah, blah. I graduated high school here in Alvin. I graduated high school in 2015.
Were we born?
Y'all,
I was born.
yes, y'all were. Y'all were like, yes. All right.
I
So-
was born in 2016. I was born in 2012.
If you were born in 2016, you'd be 4 years old.
I was born in 2012. I was 5 years
2012, 2013. Yes.
You were born in 2000.
All right, so in 2015, I graduated high school.
How were you happy?
Oh, you have no idea.
Yes, you are.
You were happy because then you were about to.
I need the boo-boo tape.
Boo boo tape. Boo boo tape. Boo boo tape.
Lordy, Lordy.
Boo boo tape.
All right, we got it. We're good.
Boo boo tape.
All right, we're good. All right, it's because I almost misspelled graduated.
I like one.
I graduated high school
From Alvin, Texas.
at Alvin High School.
Alvin High School. I knew you were gonna graduate.
I'm gonna put at
Alvin.
AHS. That's Alvin High School.
Graduated there.
So from 2001 to 2015, I was in school. I was, like I said, in Head Start. I was in pre-K. I was in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. Graduated in 12th grade,
High school.
2015, at Alvin High School. Now,
Alvin High School. That's
y'all know I'm still in school, but I graduate next month. So, I'm going to write 2020. I've spent the last 5 years of my life in college.
why? College.
In
What's college? What's college? So that's next month. I know what college is. You're college.
So, yes, when I graduated high school, I started at Alvin Community College at ACC. So from 2015 to 2020, I've been in college. So,
Alvin Community College.
yep. So in 2020, I graduated college. I misspelled it again.
Miss Braha.
I know, my Lanta.
Boo boo tape.
Boo-boo tape to the rescue.
You put a T.
I know, I wasn't thinking.
You called it boo boo back to me.
Alright,
Graduated.
graduated.
Are you still sleeping?
I am always sleepy.
Because you didn't eat your coffee yet.
And I'm graduating college.
That's cool. Can I say everything?
Hey, voices are off. I'm graduating college from University of Houston, Clear Lake. But that's happening in 2020. This is going to be the end of my school journey for now. Yeah, for now. Who knows? I might go to more college. But for now, this is the end of my school journey. So I just did a timeline of events from the day I was born to the day I graduated college.
Do you really have to do that?
I don't have to, unless a miracle happens.
You want to?
I do not want to. I absolutely do not want to. But
I want to go to army.
now I need your undivided attention because there's not enough of our My Books for everybody to read. So I'm going to read this to y'all. Who has heard of Wilma Rudolph?
I know.
Who has heard of Wilma
I know
Rudolph?
Rudolph the reindeer, but
Yeah, I know Rudolph.
Not the red-nosed reindeer. No.
That's
This
the
is,
only reindeer that I know.
let me tell y'all, she is an amazing athlete.
I watched her on TV.
All right.
What's an athlete?
An athlete is someone that plays sports.
Oh, like me, I'm an athlete.
Yep. Ashton's an athlete and he plays soccer.
I play soccer too.
And Joshua plays baseball. All right. All right. Stephanie's ready to hear the book. I don't know about y'all.
No.
All right, cool. So this is Wilma Rudolph Against All Odds by Stephanie E. Maseka. Not that Stephanie. All right. Now, here's the thing. We haven't read a book like this yet. This is nonfiction.
It's real.
It's 100% real. But this isn't biography.
What's
What?
A biography is, I'm going to tell you what a biography
I
is.
know it is.
It is when somebody writes a nonfiction text about somebody else. So this author wrote a story about Wilma Rudolph and telling all of her milestones in her life and what made her one of the greatest track stars.
Okay, at least I'm gonna learn about it.
You absolutely will.
I only
Now,
know Rudolph the reindeer.
as we're reading, we're going to keep our eyes out for text features, which, Christopher, give me one type of text feature. Anyone, literally anyone. Take your pick. You got 3 to choose from. Which one, Christopher? Three, two, pictures, photographs. That's a type of text feature.
LEA.
She's not here.
Piper.
Piper, give me another text feature. Caption.
Diagram.
Joshua.
Joshua. Ooh, that was one. Not straight diagrams, that's math. Regular diagrams. Straight diagrams is in math. This is reading.
Is it a boy or a girl? I said that.
It's a girl.
This looks like a boy.
Danny, do you know of any other text features we might see? Timeline.
LEP.
LEP.
A map.
A map. What about bold print?
Oh yeah, bold print.
Where do we normally see bold print?
In the heading.
In the heading. Ah! No, it fell.
It's not broken.
It's not broken, but let's fix it. Oh, y'all are so helpful. Let me come around and fix it. Excuse me. Excuse me.
No, guys, stop.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hey, Nessie. I can see your face.
Got him over.
That's okay.
Nice picture, Nessie. Nice picture.
All right, back up. That's good.
You know the only rock that I know. Ellie, don't get in front.
All right, we're good. Don't touch the drawers. So Ellie, scoot up a little bit.
The only
We're not reading about reindeers. All right, voices are up. I'm going to use my reading voice. All right, Wilma Rudolph, Against All Odds by Stephanie E. Maseka. Oh, what do you see? A map. And what do you see right here? A heading. Little Wilma. I'm not going to talk over y'all. Little Wilma. Wilma Rudolph was born on June 23rd, 1940 in Tennessee. She was born early. She weighed 4.5 pounds. She was often sick because she was so small. Can y'all see what the map is showing us?
Yeah,
It's telling us where she was born in Tennessee.
Yeah, but I can't read it. So tiny.
Yes.
One day I'm going to Tennessee for a break.
Ooh, fun.
There's Texas.
So if you didn't know where Tennessee was, the map's pointing to it and showing us.
There's a real live in Texas.
We do live in Texas. All right, what do y'all see here? Photographs. What's under the photographs?
Captions.
Captions.
These have all of it.
What's the bold print? Heading. It says polio. At age 4, Wilma was very sick. She got better, but her mother was still worried. Something was wrong with her left leg and foot. The doctor said Wilma had polio. The doctor said Wilma would never walk. Wilma could not walk for 2 years. Her brothers and sisters helped her by exercising her left foot and leg. Wilma wore a brace on her leg. She could not play games and sports at school. She watched the other kids play. She wanted to be like them. Let's read the caption under this picture. And remember, these are real pictures. Some children with polio learn to walk with braces and crutches.
Is that her?
That's not her. They're real pictures though. President Franklin D. Roosevelt had polio. He could not walk. Today, polio is very rare. People can get shots so they do not get polio. What do you notice about the word rare?
It's that means it's hard to get and find.
Well, it's highlighted because that's one way of the author telling us.
It's a rarity.
Maxwell. That means the highlighted word can be found in the glossary. If we needed to look up what it means, that's one way the author telling us, like, hey, this is a key word you might want to get to know. So we can either find it somewhere in the beginning or in the glossary at the very end. Keep that in mind. We might see more of those. What's the heading say? Sports. And this is a real picture of Wilma. This says that this was Wilma's high school picture.
So it's real.
So it gave us information about this picture. We would have never known what it was from if they didn't tell us. All right, I'm going to read it and then I'll show y'all. Wilma worked hard to get stronger. By age 12, she did not use a crutch or a brace. Wilma was happy to play sports. Her brothers built a basketball hoop in their backyard. They taught Wilma how to play. Wilma wanted to play basketball in high school. The coach wanted her sister on the team. Wilma's dad said both girls had to play, and the coach agreed. Wilma became a star player. So she went from not being able to walk to being the star player on the basketball team.
I play basketball.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Hey, I play basketball.
So here's a picture. This is Coach Ed Temple. This was their coach. Ed Temple was a college track coach. He saw Wilma play basketball. He thought Wilma could be a track star. He let Wilma practice with his college track team. Wilma practiced hard. She wanted to get better. So not only did she go from not being able to walk to being a basketball player to a track star,
What is a track star?
like running track. Like when you jump over the hurdles and you like run really, really, really fast around the. I could never. All right. At first, Wilma was not a fast runner. Coach Temple showed her some special tricks to run faster. Oh, and they gave us a fun fact. Fun fact. Wilma scored the most points in a state basketball championship.
Oh.
Wow. Ooh, more pictures. What's the heading say?
The Olympics.
The Olympics. Wilma's hard work paid off. At age 16, she made it to the Olympics for track and field. She won the bronze medal for the 100-meter relay race.
She was only 16.
She was only 16. Look, here's a caption here.
Can you do that?
Well, girl, no.
I'm not even old enough.
All right, let's read the caption. This little picture. It says, Wilma and teammates trained for the 1960 Olympics. That's her and her teammates training for track and field.
Was that before
And down here it says, Wilma training for a race.
Was that before you were born?
Rose before. This is before my mom was born. Wilma and President John F. Kennedy. And this is Wilma in an Olympics parade to celebrate her winning.
Mommy, is that she's dead right now.
We'll get to that.
Who's dead right
No one thought Wilma's team would win a medal in the 1956 Olympics.
Fun fact.
Wilma was proud of her bronze medal, but she wanted to win a gold medal. Wilma set goals. She worked hard for 4 years. In 1960, Wilma went to the Olympics again. She ran in 3 races and she won every one of them. She was the first American woman to win 3 gold medals at one Olympics.
Oh my
That's
god. In a row.
insane.
That means it's in a row.
Yes. Now the fun fact, Wilma was called the Tennessee Tornado and the Black Pearl.
What's a black pearl?
The Black Pearl,
Yeah,
very rare, very beautiful,
place.
very unique, very
Place.
valuable.
First
And that she was who she was as an athlete and a person. All right, more pictures, more captions. This is Wilma holding her college diploma, so she went to college as well. And this is Wilma receiving an award with her hero, Jesse Owens, on the right.
How old is Jesse? Are there?
A true hero. After the 1960 Olympics, Wilma went to college. She became a teacher and a coach. Wilma won many awards too. She was one of the first African American women to be honored for being a good athlete. What does it mean to be honored?
Oh.
Who knows what it means to be honored?
Joshua.
Joshua?
To be honored is you like get award.
Yeah, you're recognized. You get an award. You get applause. You get all the attention. But in a good way. But in a very good way. Oh, look. This is a display to honor Wilma in a museum in Tennessee where she was born.
There's a fun fact. Wait, is that?
Look, this is in a museum in Tennessee where she was born
How many?
to honor her.
How many Jessies are there in the world?
She did.
Probably too many.
Wait, is that a pose or?
All right, Wilma's success gave many women a chance to try new things. Sadly, Wilma died young on November 12, 1994, but her amazing work will never be forgotten.
How old was she?
Let's see, if she was born in 1960 to 1994, she was 34.
She died that old? How'd she die?
That's young.
How'd she die?
That's only 5 years older than Miss Blam.
How'd
She
she
died.
die?
She's older than my mom.
How old did she die?
Only 5 years older.
You don't need to hear about it. She was
All right.
older than
Oh,
my
another
mom.
fun fact.
If she was born, then she's older than my aunt.
She was older than my mom because my mom.
It didn't say how she died, but I'm going to assume it's from her sickness. I could be wrong, but they didn't really specify that here, but that's okay.
It's because it's in a book.
All right, this fun fact, in 2004, the United States Postal Service created a stamp to honor Wilma, which is the mail people. The people who send out mail, collect mail, put it in our mailbox. They sell these stamps that you have to put on a letter in order to mail it out, and they made some specifically for Miss Wilma Rudolph. All right, now, I want y'all to tell me what we're about to see. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is that?
Oh,
It's a timeline.
Timeline.
And look, it goes through her whole life and the major events and what year they happened. In 1940, Wilma Rudolph is born in Tennessee. That's a major important part of her life. In 1944, Wilma's diagnosed with polio. She was 4 years old. Because it tells you from 1940 to 1944, there's a 4-year difference. So she was 4 years old when this happened. In 1952, which is 8 years later, Wilma learns to play basketball and walk without help from a crutch or a brace. That was an important event in her life. 1956, 4 years later, Wilma wins the bronze medal at the Olympics. 4 years later, in 1960, Wilma becomes the first African American woman to win 3 gold medals at the Olympics. And 30, no. She wasn't 34, sorry. She wasn't 34. She was 54. In 1994, my math is like totally out the door right now because we're in reading.
She's hiding.
So, because I was going from 1960, thinking she was born in 1960. I don't know why. But in 1994, Wilma dies at the age of 54, so she was 54. She was way older than me and Miss Blim.
She's older than my dad. My dad's 48. Wait, 3. My dad is
Wait, she was older than my dad. My dad's 44. I mean 54. My dad is 30.
Yes. All right.
My grandpa is 60 years old.
We are going to practice reading our own timelines. All right?
Make our own timeline.
We're not going to make our own, but we're going to look at a really fun one that we can kind of synthesize and look at and learn how to read a timeline. So, table 5, come back to your desk. Table 5.
My grandpa.
Huh? We'll get to that in a little bit. Table 1. Bella, don't hit the door. Don't hit the door. I don't know how that happened. Table 2. Table 2. Table 4. Actually, you got it before I called table 4. And table 3.
Right now.
All right.